wondering why you're not Miss Kenya, this is why. First of all, some of us can't see properly. So today we are seated with Margaret, who was first runners-up Miss Kenya, as mentioned, in 2015. She is a financial engineering student at JKUAT. She was Miss Supranational. I don't know if you get the title forever when you're Miss Supranational.
For the year, yeah.
Oh, for the entire year you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So she's going to be telling us about how to commercialize modeling and the challenges that you should expect to face as a beautiful face in the industry. So let's start with how you make money from looking like this.
Oh, okay. Usually, that's why I said earlier, it's good to try venture into everything. When you're all-rounded, you're more flexible, you can get more jobs. There are different opportunities in the modeling industry. You could be commercial, that's the TV adverts that you see, the billboards, and which is not that easy to get, because most of the time they probably just want one person and you're like over 200 people auditioning for the same role. So those I've gone for so many auditions for TV commercials, but you only, 1 out of 20 times you go for auditions, you're gonna get it. It's not easy. So, but once you get it, it's good money. Usually, it depends on the brand, number one. If it's a big brand, of course, they can go up to 5 million.
Yeah, I feel like the interview should just end and I should go for auditions right now.
And the good part about TV commercials is you don't even have to be a model actually to do a TV commercial. They look for natural faces unless it's a beauty product like Vaseline or Nivea.
I did one shoot in my life and I was an extra, but I got 1,500 shillings. Obviously, yeah, not too much money, but I just remembered that right now.
The challenges on doing TV commercials and doing these commercials are, you could get a bad agency and they rip you off your money. Sometimes you find that maybe the contract states you're supposed to be paid maybe $500,000 and they give you like only 200. So this is one thing I feel like needs to be fixed in this modeling industry, because then I wish there was a direct link from the company to the model, other than having these intermediaries that rip off models. Because sometimes when the contract is being given to you, you don't know what the company stated, so you just go with what they're gonna give you. So I wish it could be regulated. And the other thing you can do is fashion shows, runways. Sometimes the gigs you get maybe one every month, or sometimes it could be 3 in a month. It's not a regular like constant salary. At the end of the month I'm gonna have maybe 30K or what, but runways usually around 10 to 20K per day. Yeah. So if it's it's a runway that is running for more than a day, you get paid like twice the amount. And also the pageants, it's good, because after even though you've not won, like in my case, I was Miss Kajiado. So me being Miss Kajiado, before I get to Miss Kenya already, I can do a few jobs for the county and they could pay you. Or it's also a good way to build your brand, because you already have a title. You can approach a company and they can employ you to market for them. So it's about the hustle mode by way of an individual, because you could have a title and you don't even use it in any way, and then it just runs off. It's the same, but it's easier to get a job when you have these titles.
How do you put yourself out there if you're just from high school today, for example, and you feel like I would like to get into the modeling industry? How do you put yourself out there? Do you go on Instagram? Where do you find out where to go for auditions? And is there a place you can learn like these are things you need to do during an audition, or is there any particular thing that you need to do?
Usually I'd advise people to join these agencies, though I know I spoke negative about them, but some of them are actually good. The only way, because you're still new in the market, as an individual, people would approach me directly if they want me to work for them, because I've created that foundation already. But a new model, the best thing to do is join a legit agency.
Are there some you would recommend?
Yeah, I'd recommend for Mostly commercials. I love in-book models, and city models is all rounded. They take high fashion models, they take commercial models. So you just go to them, they audition you, they tell you, that's where you actually learn. They tell you what you could be good at, and companies approach them to look for models. So it's easier because they have your number. They can always call you for auditions. You joining an agency doesn't mean you're a model yet. You have to go for the auditions and pass for you to start. Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges you encounter once you're already a model?
I feel like when you're trying to look for a job, most men just look at you sexually or what they can get from you, or they feel like the only way you can, some models really feel like the only way you can get a job is if you sleep with someone or a boss. It's a very big problem that happens.
So what's the long-term plan for you with modeling?
I'm trying to aim higher, so I want to try a bigger beauty pageant, and after that venture into more runway. I think I forgot to mention I'm a makeup artist. I love makeup. I love to beat the face. I love looking beautiful.
She's gonna be beating my face in like the next interview. Today I was trying to look normal because you don't want to try too hard when you're sitting with a model. You can never be able to beat them. So yeah, I chose my battles very correctly for this one. So
she looks so pretty already. I don't know why she says she looks normal.
So I'm really flattered. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'd want to expand my business on modeling and also see what I can do to improve the fashion industry. My future plan is also to help models who are beginners not to be taken advantage of like I was when I was starting up. I just want the country to appreciate more art.